The Cooperator Center in Regina is the backdrop for the Living Skies Synchro Skate Invitational here on Max TV Local On Demand. I'm Dan Plaster. With me is Amy Waldall. This is one of my favorite things I get to do during the year. Fourth time I've done this. This is kind of the culmination of a full season of work. This is the last time they get to perform these performances. Is this a little bit bittersweet for these performers this afternoon?
Yeah, I'd say so. As a skater, it's a lot of hard work to get through all the competitions every year. It's a lot of fun when you get there, but the last one is definitely bittersweet because you're having a good time, but you're also realizing it's the last time you get to skate until next winter.
Awesome. That's enough of us. We're going to head upstairs and you enjoy the performance. Amy, we finally get to hit the ice here. We're going to start off from Outlook, and this is the Adult 3 category, and this team is called Over the Edge, and I love the costumes already.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch them skate. I think the music's going to be fun.
And as we go along here, we're going to say a lot of teams, a lot of synchro skate clubs, and a lot of categories. We'll get through that. We'll tell you what Adult 3 means after this fantastic performance and about all the things they have to cover off and about how awesome the sport is and all those great things. But just again, welcome to the Cooperator Center in Regina for the Living Skies Synchro Skate Invitational and our first team to hit the ice. That team is Over the Edge out of Outlook.
Hold my hand, everything will be okay. I heard from the heavens that clouds have been gray. Pull me close, wrap me in your aching arms. I see that you're hurting, why'd you take so long to tell me you need me? I see that you're bleeding, you don't need to show me again. But if you decide to, I'll ride in this life with you. I won't let go till the end. So bright tonight.
So here we have the skaters going into a wheel. This is a pinwheel, and it will rotate. It keeps rotating and rotating.
So is there going to be things that they have to put into this performance?
Yes, so Adult 3 requires 5 elements, and this is an intersection, so that is also its own element. So we've seen the rotating wheel, and we just saw the intersection. Now the team's doing a nice artistic movement, and they might be going into a circle now. Looking good. Breaking out of the circle. So the judges also look for choreography and presentation that goes with the music, and these ladies are doing a great job of that. And right now they're doing their pivoting block.
Pivoting block meaning?
So instead of being in one long line, they're in several lines, and they have to transition different pivoting points going down the ice. So they also usually change directions as well.
Showing their edge work as they go?
Yes. Very nice, very clean skate.
As we take a look at Over the Edge and their performance, and
A nice traveling wheel there, and their no hold circle.
tough being the first one too.
Block. Yes. On the one hand, it's nice because the ice is smooth. but sometimes it's hard to start things off as well, for sure.
But a great performance to start things off.
Yeah, they look great.
Another part of the family here from Regina Synchro Skating Teams. This is Edge in the Adult 3 category. We're going to see a lot of this group off the hop. And again, fantastic uniforms, and it's going to be great how we see the uniforms, the choreography, and all the skills tie into one.
Yeah, I got to see Edge skate at regionals, and they skated really well. The program's really fun. They have lots of presentation that matches the musicality, so it's a very enjoyable performance to watch.
So you'll see some of these teams' outlook was a little bit smaller. Is there a limit to how many and how few?
Yeah, so Adult 3 has to have between 8 to 20 skaters, so minimum of 8, maximum of 20.
20 seems hard.
Yes, not often in the prairies will you see teams that large because we just don't have the population.
Let me guess,
for the
Quebec.
skates. Yeah, and Ontario. Huge teams. They look like armies sometimes.
And to be a choreographer for that just is amazing.
Yes, it's a lot of coordination, and even your rink size affects what you can do with choreography. Like ice surfaces are smaller in older rinks.
So if you go from an Olympic rink, say at Notre Dame, to a smaller rink, oof.
You have to, just be aware of skaters not crashing into the boards and stuff like that. So here we go.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there?
So like I said, lots of great artistic musicality with this program. And if you can get a nice close look at the skaters' faces, you'll see the emotion in their face as well. So they're starting off with their pivoting block.
And no one would hear.
Very nice.
Well, let that lonely feeling.
And it looks like they're going right into their rotating wheel. So this one's called a 3-spoke. Why?
Thank you.
3 spokes.
You're speaking my language here.
You can't reach.
So they did a change of direction too, which will give them points with the judges.
And oh, someone
So is there somebody that calls it out, or is this all done after hours and hours and hours of practice?
What do you mean?
That you look at somebody who is the lead of the team, they'll give the nod of when, or is this just hours of practice to know when to do it?
Hours of practice. So the way Regina Synchronized Skating Teams does it is they have a choreography weekend where they will learn all of the choreography in a couple days, and then they just work on that for the whole season. So every practice is working on specific elements or just a lot of run-throughs over and over.
So everybody's a leader on the ice.
Yep, the teams will usually elect a captain, but it's not a very formal position. They're the person who waves the music on when the teams start.
I noticed that with the first group. We saw the wave.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, for my own.
And now the ladies are going into their circle here. And then I think they move this into an artistic element.
I think what I also like more about synchro skate is compared to figure skating, I just like the contemporary music.
Yes, and they're allowed to have lyrics, which makes a big
So
difference. Yeah. It's a lot more fun for the crowd to watch, I think, that way.
And you can emote.
Definitely.
That was
Nice
awesome.
skate, ladies. They've got a big cheering crowd here in Regina.
And
So all their families are here.
And so they should from the
Yeah.
Regina Synchro Skating Teams, and that is Edge as they come off the ice. As you have noticed, even from the beginning, as you see a little bit of quick highlight package of everything. This is where you get to see the emotion, yes.
Yeah.
and how clean everything was.
Yeah, they skated very clean. This team is always really good for that.
And you can tell they're having fun, even though they're not. When
Yeah,
things
absolutely.
are going, it's going well, and that was awesome. From
They're
Yeah.
enjoying themselves even though it's not a happy-go-lucky program.
No, don't need to be happy-go-lucky.
No.
It was just they get to go through. So when you see things, they come on the ice from one side, out the other, and just kind of how the layout of this goes. You have the judges all on ice level instead of up above, correct? It just seems like a lot of the judges are down.
Yes, they are. You're right. And the tech rep is down there and all the...
What's a tech rep?
What is a tech rep? I don't remember.
Okay.
It's a great question.
It's a great question. Okay, sorry to throw that at you. Just there's a lot of...
I said that like I knew what it meant,
Yes, you
but
were.
I didn't.
I should have just followed your confidence. But it looks like there are many judges that rotate through different performances.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they have their computers where they get to review too.
Yes, and for larger competitions, the judges will switch in and out as well. But I don't know if they're doing that today.
So this competition, this is the 4th or 5th time that I've done this. I always find it serious, but not serious. Like it seems like this is like they want to let it all out because it's the final one of the year. It just seems like they just want to have their best performance be their last performance.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a level of competition within the team. Like they always want to be doing their best skate. So they want to skate better than the last competition they performed at. And so when you hit the last one, you really want to bring it home.
That's awesome. And this looks like Star 8.
Yes, the only Star 8 team that we have.
And we'll get to that in just a second, of what that means. And this team is called Gravity, and it is a larger team as they all come onto the ice and
Yeah.
all with a flourish.
And
Love it.
practicing their twizzles. They must have a twizzle in the program. Little cheat there.
So you get this anticipate some of the things that are coming. That's wonderful.
Yeah. It's always good for them to warm up.
So is this their first performance of the afternoon, or do they do multiple during a competition like this?
They do multiple performances. So this is their second competition skate of the day.
And as you see it, we will look for the captain nod. I love it.
We will. It usually varies with the kind of music that the teams are skating to. So
And you can tell the middle, the athlete with their hand in the air.
yeah,
Brilliant. Oh, that's fun. Nice.
you like that?
Mm.
Very cool. So they've got two intersecting circles here in a no-hold circle element.
I would be a terrible judge for this. Because, that's wonderful. 10.
It's a lot to look for, definitely. Yeah, it's not so easy to judge. And they're looking at everyone's footwork as well. So you're trying to look at 16 skaters' footwork and see if it's synchronized, if it's matching, what kind of edges they're on. And then you're paying attention to the elements and the movements as well in the presentation. So it is a lot to look at, definitely. So this is the girls completing their no-hold element, or it used to be called a loose block. It just means it's an element or a part of the program where they weren't hanging on to each other. And now they're probably going into their intersection, and they need to enter it backwards.
Oh.
They might do their twizzle here. Yep, there we go. So as they intersect with each other, they have to be doing footwork, or else they don't get full points for it. And now they're going into their wheel, and this is a two-spoke, and it will travel, so you'll see the skaters move the center of their wheel down the ice.
So they have to cover almost every part. Oh, they have to cover every part of the ice.
Yeah, that's a big factor in their program for sure. The judges definitely look for lots of ice coverage. So these girls moved about a quarter of the ice, their wheel, all the way down to the end. So a nice program, strong skaters. They're doing well. And now they're going into their pivoting block. So you'll see changes of direction here, lots of footwork that they need to show the judges. And I think you'll see their move element or artistic element next. Yep, there we go. Got some spirals. That was very nice. Some Ina Bowers. Very nice skate.
Very wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think you hit it on the head with skating to the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really adds a lot of, I don't know, emotion
It does.
and artistic
Yes.
fun. I don't know. It's just, yeah, you're right. It's just a lot of fun. And that was Gravity out of the Melita Figure Skating Club. So we get to see a little bit of the highlights of their performance here. And you get to see the footwork.
Yep. This is their no hold element. Lots of footwork in this part of the program.
That's the footwork you're talking about.
That's the intersection, yep, with the
Mhm.
twizzle.
Yep.
Yep. And the traveling wheel, and you can see them move down. It's always cool to watch those. Because they start there, and then all of a sudden they're down there.
You can almost have above the ice and just draw the
Yeah.
whole, how they covered it. And a wonderful performance from Gravity out of Melita. As we continue on here in the Living Sky Synchro Skate Invitational from Skate Martinsville. This is their team, Martinsville TNT, or we'll just call them TNT, as they are in the Adult 1 category. It's our first look at this category, Amy.
Yeah, so these teams will be the most competitive, highest level of skaters we'll see today.
Oh.
The Adult 1 category.
So this should be a fun performance.
Yes, it will.
Actually,
It
they're
will
all
be
fun,
good.
but...
They are all fun, you're
Mhm.
right.
And it's fun. I don't notice a difference between an Adult 3 performance, as we'll see now. I know a judge would.
We'll see. Well, you'll notice the program will probably be a little longer
Okay.
because they have more elements that they have to do, so you need more time in the music. And then the difficulty of footwork and skill level will be higher. So looks like they're starting out with their artistic circle. So the skater in the middle just did a layback spin, and these skaters on the outside are doing spirals.
I always find it, to me, the hardest part is getting in and out of each element.
It can be transitions. It can be hard because each skater is in the same spot all the time. So you have to be able to map out how long it takes you to get places. But every skater has to do that cohesively with the whole team. So it takes a lot of repetition to get those transitions smooth.
Learn how to not think and have fun.
It's also a big part of it.
Yeah.
An important part of enjoying the sport for sure. Good music.
Mm-hmm. Good music transition, yes. Slow, fast, slow, fast.
So they just did a twizzle after their intersection. And it looks like they're going into their artistic line element. So a line is all the skaters in one line, or it can be the team in two lines, especially when the team is too long to fit the width of the ice surface. And it looks like we're going into a block here. And the ladies are doing a pivoting block here. And they have to change direction and do lots of footwork as they do that.
I think I've noticed more footwork in this than the other categories.
Yeah,
It's a lot more.
it is.
And how fast they cover the ice.
Definitely. And then we're into an artistic circle here.
Oh, wonderful.
A nice skate. Some good retro music. I like that.
Little change of pace. And retro, sure.
Retro for those of us born in the 90s.
Retro relative to your age. But still wonderful nonetheless, and that is TNT out of Skate Martinsville. And that was the adult one category, and that was, I enjoyed that, and I think they did too with the smiles on their faces.
Yeah, they look like they were having a good time for sure.
As you see, there's the footwork that they were going through here, and then a little bit of the flourishes.
Nice clean intersection. Lots of presentation movements to go with the music.
And done.
And a nice strong ending.
And again, that was TNT out of Skate Martinsville. On the ice from Skate Verdon. This is the Verdon Velocity, and we're now in the Adult 2 category, and that's how we're going to finish things off with this first flight of athletes here in the Living Sky Synchro Skate Invitational, dressed in all black with a little white flourish.
They've got some fans in the crowd.
That's wonderful.
Yes, it
I
is.
think everybody's a fan.
Yes, synchro is a very loud sport from the crowd.
Love
Lots
it.
of cheering. It's a big part of the team atmosphere. Okay.
So Adult 2, which we're going to see the next 3 performances, including this one.
Yeah, that's nice. They have some competition in this category to skate against the other teams and see what other people are doing in different clubs. So it looks like they're going into an artistic line here. Off the hop. I wonder what they're wearing on their wrists. You don't often see that.
Is it making it look
Scrunchies?
like a top hat and tails with your little cuff?
Oh yeah, goes with the costume.
Yes.
Good call. I think you're right.
Not that I haven't worn a tuxedo much in my life.
More good music with lyrics. It's
Yes.
fun. I think they'll be going into their intersection here. And they have to go into it backwards to get more points from the judges. Very nice, clean. And I think they're going into their pivoting block here. So in the pivoting block, the skaters on the outside have to skate really hard because they're going around the outside.
So do you place your strength of skaters in certain positions?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something coaches keep in mind. You have to skate a certain spot in the program, and they will definitely keep stronger skaters for even on the outside of a wheel. Has to be someone who can handle a lot of power because you're pushing way harder than the skaters that are in the middle of that circle. So yeah, I would say coaches are definitely strategic about which skaters they place in which positions in the program. And this is their traveling wheel. It's a 2-spoke. Very clean, and they traveled really well across the ice. And going into a circle, nice.
That was very good.
Very good.
Good music transition as well.
Yes. And they also look like they're having a lot of fun while they skated. Big smiles.
Very much so. As we see the Verdun velocity again here. And hopefully we'll get to see the 2-spoke that traveled the ice.
Well, those are some happy skaters. Nice intersection.
Look at the footwork.
Very straight, lined up lines in this program as well.
I think the color has something to do with it too. Just
You think?
straight, clean black lines.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Hmm?
That makes sense.
Fantastic stuff. Verdun velocity out of Skate Verdun. And already onto the ice right now from Maidstone Skating Club. I like this. The Maidstone Ice Maidens.
Yes.
Again in all black, but this time a little sparklies on it.
Yeah, I was going to say all black with short sleeves again. I
Oh.
think this might be a flapper
I
program.
was just going to say we're going to go into the Roaring 20s.
Yeah. It's always nice, though, when the teams can have dresses that match the music that well.
Again, another team from the Adult 2 category.
Very nice. They're doing their warm-up block. And they'll get into position for the program here. It's always kind of fun to see the different teams and how they kind of introduce themselves to the judges as well. What kind of blocks they do, what kind of warm-ups they do. And now they're warming up a little bit, waiting for the scores, I think, for the first team.
All very proper.
Yes, one must stand up straight as a skater. This is important.
No, I feel like I have to stand up straight.
Bend at the knees, not the waist.
Heard that through my whole sporting life. Bend at
Yeah.
the knees and move your feet. Great. Continues.
It is everywhere.
That is wonderful. Interesting start.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely a more unorthodox starting position. So they're starting off with an artistic element here. And I think we might be going into A three-spoke or an intersection. You don't always know which way they're going to go. Into a three-spoke. And this one will travel across the ice. They're already doing that well. They've got lots of good presentation to match the music. Does it remind you of when you went to 1920s parties?
Yes, back in my day, during Prohibition, it was. But you nailed the flapper sound and then into the contemporary sound. Love it.
I wonder if this is music from The Great Gatsby, the movie. Maybe.
It's been a while since I've seen that Leo movie.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so now the skaters are going into their line. And it's an artistic line, so they will do something fancy. There you go. And it looks like they're lining up for an intersection here, maybe? Oh, so that's the artistic part of their line movement. Very nice. And there's the intersection. They got those backwards twizzles. The harder the movement through the intersection, the more points they get for the intersection. So. And it looks like the skaters are moving into a pivoting block here. And they'll change directions. Very nice. And going into a circle, it looks like. An artistic circle. So there we go. She'll do a spin in the center. A nice sit spin. Very clean. And she'll join right back into her team there. Very nice. Oh, that's a fun ending position.
Nice finish.
Yeah.
And you hear some of their teammates and probably students in the crowd cheering them on.
And daughters possibly.
Daughters
as well.
and yeah. Love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The Maidstone Ice Maidens from the Maidstone Skating Club. And you nailed the flapper look right off the hop.
Yeah, well, so did you. You did too. Give yourself some credit.
Well,
I can see lots of the sparkle. That's nice.
I know you can't really tell if you're live here, but here on Max TV Local on Demand, when you see it on camera, it looks very nice.
Yeah, it looks great. They did skate very well. That's what's nice about watching the adult categories, for sure. The experienced skaters.
A very good performance, fantastic performance from the Maidstone Ice Maidens in the Adult 2 category out of the Maidstone Skating Club. And on the ice now, they are not messing around right now. They are keeping us on our toes here upstairs in the Living Sky Synchro Skate Invitational. And a giant team on the ice from Regina Synchro Skating Teams, RSST. Thank you for the shortening that for me. And this is Virtuoso.
Yes. We've had this team for a long time. It used to be a lot smaller.
Oh.
They've almost doubled in size this season, which is great. That means lots of new skaters and people that want to be involved in the sport.
That's great.
Yeah.
Continue your skating. And I know everybody says, oh, it's great exercise and that, but I think it's more than that, isn't it?
It is so much more than that. It is camaraderie. It's finding another family. It's people you get to see every week and spend time with, grow with, have fun with. Traveling and going to competitions is a lot of fun.
And you can see that with The smiles on their faces, and they're ready to go.
They're very excited, and they like to amp each other up. Lots of energy before they skate.
So this will be the biggest team we have seen thus far today, by far.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And they're opening with their artistic element. Nina Bowers through the center and spread eagles. Oh, see, so this is a perfect example. The team would be too long for the ice surface, so they have to do 2 wheels so that they don't hit the boards while they rotate.
Oh.
Because if they were all in one line, they would hit the sides of the ice surface.
Okay.
Yeah. And same thing here. If they were all in a 3-spoke, they would hit the sides of the boards. So that was very nice. They did 2 different wheels there. And I think we're going into an intersection here. An artistic line movement. And now they'll go into their intersection. After that. So see how they changed their hold so that it compacted them a little bit? Skating very well. Yeah, it's seeing so many skaters on the same team makes like an impact with your eye while you're watching them skate.
So much to cover.
Yes, so much to look at. So they're right into their artistic circle here. And see a spin in the middle, very nice. And now they're going into their intersection. So they have to go into it backwards, and they do 2 twizzles for that. Very nice.
Yep. Crowd even.
It's always good when you don't see anybody click blades through an intersection.
I skate by myself in toe pick all the time. It's wonderful.
And here the skaters are doing their pivoting block to a song from Chicago, the musical. Very nice skate.
That was fun.
It was very fun, and they got a good cheering crowd here for the home team.
I'm going to need this replay to figure out what just happened.
So many skaters to
I
watch.
know. Yes, this is where you get to.
There's the skaters getting amped up before they skate. Skate, 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 let's go.
Just even right from the beginning. And into your living room.
Yes.
Or iPad. Whatever you're watching on.
Mobile devices are welcome.
Yes, mobile devices are very much welcome.
Yes. So that's their 2-spoke. It's almost hard to, when the camera is close up.
Yeah. There we go.
There's the circle. That looks like a circle.
Yes. And there's a close look at the intersection, one of them. And that's how we finished it off with,
Great team.
from Regina, synchro skating teams, virtuoso in the adult 2 category. That was fantastic.
Very nice skate. So that was their last skate.
Now we're going to change things up just a little bit. We're going to start now in a heavy block of Star 4 categories. Just a little behind the scenes. They had the first block of teams, and then they had a flood because when you're skating that hard, you need to flood the ice a lot.
Yes.
So we just had all the adult categories, and now we're going to go into a little bit younger, but maybe a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, I would say so. So Star 4 is also known as juvenile. And this is skaters who are working on their skating skills a lot through the Skate Canada Star program. So that's what you'll see from these young skaters.
I do like the Top Gun patch on their uniforms.
Me too.
Nice touch.
Yeah. Good music.
So from the Rosetown Elkettes Skating Club, these are the Rosetown Rhythms in their military green and the Top Gun patches.
And they are very rhythmic, true to name. So looks like they just did their pivoting block. They're starting out strong. Jumped right into those elements. Yeah, hopefully these young skaters will skate for a few more years in different categories and stick with the sport.
Because you'll see what happened with the last adult category with Virtuoso, and you get to have nice big teams.
Yes, definitely. So, yeah, you do. They can move through, like these guys are in juvenile, they can move through pre-novice, junior, senior, and adult skating and wind up with those teams that we saw earlier. Most of the skaters on this team are under 13. It's one of the restrictions of the category. And they're moving into their line right here. They have to try to be lined up, match their skills with each other with the same extension. She'll get back into her line there.
That's a tough spot on any ice.
Very tough, especially going into an intersection.
Yep, because the peg of the goalpost go there, and it's not a good piece of ice in any rink.
Yep. Well said. And looks like they're doing their artistic element. They've got pairs of spirals here. Very pretty field movement. Ooh, looks like they're circling up. Very nice. Yeah, this category focuses on a lot of foundational skating skills that these athletes need to learn before they move up. Very nice
And
program.
they finish with a salute. That was awesome.
Very nice. Always love watching the young teams.
So what you saw in the first few groups, that groundwork was laid here.
Absolutely. Yep. If you saw those skaters 20 years ago, this is what they would have been doing.
That is all business. Oh, no, but smiles. That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah. They're concentrating. They're powerful. They moved across the ice very well. And nice straight lines in their elements as well. It's not so easy sometimes.
I
they
don't
did
think
great.
any of this is easy. That's just a true statement.
Oh,
That's
nice.
great. Great shot. And those were the Rosetown Rhythms from the Rosetown Elkettes Skating Club as we started off in the Star 4 category. And I don't think there's going to be much delay here, folks. They are not going to... there's no messing around here. This is, as I said, all business, and I love it. And it's the Kindersley Skating Club, the Kindersley Synchro Stars. And for some reason, I like all black.
Yeah, me too. It's nice and sharp on the ice. Lots of contrast.
Do they do competitions without the lines in the ice? Without the hockey lines, like a flat white?
I think they would, for sure. I mean, in the elite levels, yes.
Okay.
Like when I've been to World Synchronized Skating, there's no marks on the ice. But I mean, this is a small town competition.
No,
so.
I know, but like they could do it without the hockey marks. They know.
Oh
they
yeah.
Okay. that's
Absolutely. Sorry. Yes. For
Yes.
sure.
I think it would look wonderful if it was all white. That's great. And no rink boards.
Yes, they will often take out the rink boards too.
As we see the Kindersley Synchro Stars start things off here.
Yeah, they're doing work. nice, powerful team already. Lots of knee bend while they skate. Nice, strong circle. And it looks like they're going into their wheel, their 3-spoke. Very nice. So again, they're learning these foundational elements, and then as they move up, they'll have a good understanding of how this stuff works. Looks like they're going right into their pivoting block. It's always nice to have teams, small town teams, come to Regina as well. We always like watching them skate, see what their clubs are up to.
And you figure for a town the size of Kindersley to even have a 9-skater team, that's
Absolutely.
considerable. That's considerable.
It's great for them. And then the younger they have teams, hopefully they will have older teams, and maybe their younger brothers and sisters will be on an even younger team.
I think sometimes you need a strong leader in that community to really push things.
Definitely. Yes. Somebody who wants to get things started that people will listen to for sure. Very fun. They're moving into their line now. This team, I bet, has been skating together for a long time. Grow up in Kindersley to skate together. It's nice, too, this one-day competition, so they can all drive up in one day, go home in one day if they want to.
One bus.
Yeah,
The bus trips are always fun.
they are fun. And this one is more affordable for teams, too, when they don't have to pay for a hotel, so that's nice. And a very nice intersection. Good job.
It's a good program.
Yes, it is. I like the choreography. And the music, again, always fun.
Ooh.
You do lots of squats for that.
Yep.
You can feel the burn just seeing it.
Split squats.
Very nice skate.
Yes. The Kindersley Synchro Stars from the Kindersley Skating Club. And a fantastic program. So will some of these clubs have the same choreographer between clubs, or is this all very unique as we see the replay here of this great performance?
Yeah, I would say choreographers and coaches sometimes help out with different clubs in different towns because they need to keep people involved in the sport, which is good. I think as we help each other out, that's always best for the sport in general.
Nice. Great stuff from the Kindersley Synchro Stars and this very robust Star 4 division. We continue with another small town, Skate Verdon, a long-time team that comes into the Living Sky Synchro Skate Invitational.
Yeah. Verdon's had skaters for a good synchro club for a long time. Used to go to competitions there as well. Look at these little guys. They look very excited to be here.
A lot of skaters on the ice.
Yes.
Flowers in their hair. Signs of spring, people.
So
This is one of my signs of spring. Doing
this competition?
this competition. Maybe that's why there's a bigger smile on my face.
Oh, I'm excited to watch this team. So lots of age difference between this team and the last team, hey, but all in the same category.
Okay.
Majority of the skaters have to be under 13. So it gives them a little wiggle room with their ages.
So they have to finish a certain amount of skills to be moved up into this?
Yeah, so Skate Canada is moving to that model where they're trying to have like parallels between the figure skating training and the synchronized skating training, which is why the names of the categories are changing. So they're called Star 4, but they used to be called Juvenile, but Skate Canada is moving them into the Star categories to match the figure skating curriculum. So they do need to have certain skills to be able to skate on this team. Which is great. It's a little more fluid for skaters that skate in Skate Canada curriculum. So there they go. They're doing great. many skaters? I think they have 16 skaters. Into their four spoke, looking nice and straight. It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah. I'm not sure how often they practice, but they're doing very well.
I would say a lot, the way this is going.
And I like the dresses as well. Nice bright royal blue on the ice. It is really great to see the young skaters and see how excited they are to be here. Oh, they're in their block now, doing those nice cross cuts. And moving into their line, it looks like. Oh, look, they almost cover the ice from board to board.
That's great.
Yeah.
And they covered the ice from board to board, too.
Yeah, they did. They skated from one end to the other. Yeah, going right into a circle. Nice. Very nice skate.
That was, yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
They did awesome. Got lots of fans here from Verdun as well, it sounds like.
Lots of energy on the ice. You could tell the energy in the performance as we take.
Great presentation.
Yes.
They're having fun out there for sure. Very straight
Whoa.
wheel. I was very impressed with this. Oh, look at the sparkles in the dress. Very nice. Having a good time. Being a little sassy there.
And
They like that.
I think the program was programmed to have a
Yeah.
little sass as well.
It sure was.
The Verdun Velocity Star 4 from the Skate Verdun Club. And as we said, a long time invitee and club here at the Living Skies Synchro Skate Invitational. And another one in the Star 4 category. We talk about small towns, Maidstone, and a lot of skaters on the ice for the team of 11, the Maidstone Ice Maidens.
I like it.
And
Very nice dresses.
And the Teals, they get their, as you said, their warm-ups in.
Yes, it's nice to get a couple laps. Gets the nerves down a little bit before the program starts.
And just a feel of I know they've had
Absolutely.
a performance here, but every ice rink is so incredibly different.
Yep, you get to feel the ice a little bit. Ooh, looks like a,
Some ice is hard, some ice is soft.
yes.
When you have soft ice, you're going to work a lot harder.
Okay, see Maidstone. It's going to be a fun opening position, I can tell
Yep.
already.
Music with punch.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Nice spirals.
Great skills.
Very. Now they're moving right into their line. Nice and straight. That looks great. And they're doing some footwork too. Using their edges. Oh, and a nice drag. The skaters are skating very well. Oh, very nice pivoting block. They were holding their edge there for the judges to see.
A lot of power in this program.
Definitely. And they're moving into their wheel now. And I do believe that their wheel is supposed to travel in this category. Yeah, to travel a little bit, that's great. Very straight lines coming out of that, that's awesome.
Oh, that was.
Good transition.
Yeah, that was a good trend. Yes, we talked about earlier in the broadcast. Transitions
Yeah.
are important.
They are.
When the cold winds are calling and the sky is clear and bright, misty
Very
clouds
nice skating.
and beckon me out into the light. I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. I will fly.
Oh, very pretty. They did that very well. Nice transition. And it looks like they're moving into an intersection here. Very nice.
That was great.
Fantastic skate. They should be very proud of themselves.
And you could tell the way they came off the ice. They were like, yep, we did this.
Yeah, they should be excited about that. And they're so happy to skate. Whew. Give them credit for those dresses. They look cold.
It's just the color. Lots of
Nice wheel.
lots of form. There's the transition you talked about.
Right into the circle. Oh, I liked this part. Little choreography. That was nice.
Those were the Maidstone Ice Maidens from the Maidstone Skating Club, Star 4 category. And here on the ice now, the final, pretty sure, Star 4 category from Skate Martinsville. This team is called Magic. And I think in Burgundy, I can't tell.
Yes. Burgundy? Maroon?
Yes.
In there?
Same color. Oh, a little black too, so that's okay. Also in the Star 4, and wow,
They're ready to go.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark.
I do,
tried
when you
soaking through the floor.
talked about the lyrics in the music.
And buried
I
in
just
the
saw
bones,
the
there's an ache that you can't
ISO on that
ignore.
skater.
Taking a breath, stealing
Seems
your
they
mind.
even get more into it, even internally, because with the words.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, having a good,
Good music selection.
to skate to makes a big difference too. Helps you get into it, helps you enjoy what you're doing when the music's good. And the coaches pick all that out and they cut the music themselves usually. It's not a small task. Nice skating, ladies. Looks like they're going right into their pivoting block. Change direction. Showing off their footwork to the judges right in front there. Very nice. I think they're maybe lining up for an intersection here. Very clean. That was great. It's always nice when they can do a little presentation during that too. Nice arm movement or something.
Especially, again, you always notice the size of the teams. That's especially how many skaters are on the ice. Another 11.
Yeah, I think so. They're doing their line.
I can't count.
Counting is hard.
Yes.
It's okay.
I'm here just to describe the pretty pictures. You're the brains of the outfit, so that's...
Don't sell yourself short. We're all contributing.
Yes.
Right into their circle here.
Ooh,
Very nice.
I like, yes.
Yeah, they got the little circle in the middle. The inner circle, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Oh.
cool.
Great
Nice.
finish.
That was a great finish. Well done, skaters.
They are called Magic out of Skate Martinsville. And a very, very good program.
Very nice to watch. Fun to watch, too.
I do love the footwork.
Yeah, it's nice when they do a good job of it, and you can see the difference, and they get points for that from the judges. So the difficulty level of the footwork makes a difference for their points.
They love the music, and as you could tell as they finished it,
Yeah,
With
they
the
had
smiles.
a good skate. For sure. And I love that ending.
very
Love
good.
it.
Yeah, great ending from the Magic out of Skate Martinsville. That was the last of the Star 4 category, and as you could tell, we have changed divisions. This is Star 3. A lot of little powerful skaters on the ice.
Yes, so this category is definitely here to start to get skaters involved in synchronized skating. There's actually no elements or restrictions that they have to skate, so it's very much just getting them on the ice, used to competition, and working on their skills a little bit, but there's no program elements that are required of them at this age in Star 3.
As they all huddle up in front of the judges.
Yes, and they wear their helmets for safety,
I love this.
and they're just so great to watch.
They can't see over the boards, but they get the instructions from the judges,
Yes.
or they're telling the judges what they do. They could have a
Mhm.
little sass at that age. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what these young ones will do. They're trying to get their lineup position. They're doing great.
Oh, they're going to go.
They're showing off their skills to the crowd.
So without music?
I guess so. I was a little surprised by that, but yeah. I would cheer for them, but it would be very loud in the microphone.
Oh, so looks like the judges will tell them the skill to do, and then they'll go do the skill.
That looks, I think you are correct. So they did their circle.
This is great.
This is great. I just love the foundational involvement to get them used to the atmosphere. And I think they're having fun too, working together.
You could just see when their little faces are looking at the judges.
Yeah. Oh, I think they might be performing their line for us. Oh no, a wheel, because half them turn the other way. This is great. What you gonna do for us, ladies?
Oh, the outside skater.
Yep. She's hanging in there. Very nice wheel. Wow.
That's
Very
really nice.
straight wheel.
Yes.
Good job.
Oh,
Well done, skaters.
so what do you think the next element will be?
I think maybe a block or a line. Those are like the basic ones. Oh, they're headed that way for it. Oh, an intersection maybe, because they're spread out.
Yeah.
So I think they'll go into an intersection. Well, good for them. I don't think I did an intersection when I was that age.
I wasn't skating at that age.
Very brave.
Oh, that's good. I almost
Very
wanted to
nice.
clap, so I just tried not to.
That is great.
These are the Verdant Velocity Stars. So getting just the basics of the basics. And what you've seen all competition are these skills.
Yeah, you absolutely have. And I think I was just looking, it looks like Verdant has 3 teams in the competition. So they have a good sized club, and obviously they're doing well to move their skaters up through the different categories. They start them young and keep supporting them through. I think we're going to see their line.
Okay.
I bet it'll be good because they line up very well, this young team.
Yes. Their wheel was very nice.
Yes, very straight. Their line's looking good too. So I think after this, they just perform their block for us. Very nice. I think the crowd really enjoys watching a team like this too. It might be the favorite.
Because nobody's left. That's the crazy part about this is nobody left.
Yes.
And now the judge tells them their next one. Wow. Do you think they're this good at school? Probably not.
They're much more invested in skating than
Yeah.
school.
Oh, 100%. I would be too.
Me too.
This is awesome. School,
Yes.
debatable.
Oh,
There's
look
your
at
block.
them. There's their block. Looking great. It's the future of synchronized skating right here.
There you go.
So great. Oh my gosh, are they going to pivot? Wow. Impressive. Very well done. Oh, that's so good. And a change of levels. Very nice skating skills.
I love how much the judge is getting into it too.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh. I think they're going to do a bow for us, maybe. Or I think they're going to do a bow. I wish I had some roses to throw
Yes.
on the ice for them, or a teddy bear.
That's great. That
Yes.
is a fantastic way to finish things off.
I love that. They definitely had the crowd.
They did, and that was the Verdant Velocity Stars out of Skate Verdant, and that was our last team here in the Living Skies Synchro Skate Invitational. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was very fun. I really enjoyed watching those teams skate.
As we're going to take one more look, as we should, at the Velocity Stars.
See their highlights here. Very nice circle.
And at that age, great teamwork.
Absolutely.
That is,
Learning to work together at that age is amazing.
and you know what? Also, thumbs up to the judge as well.
Yes. For working with the kids and enjoying working with the kids. Absolutely. Love that kind of generational involvement. They're having such a good
Smiles
time.
and right to the J. Yeah.
And absolutely love the little tutu skirts. Amazing. And I also appreciated the helmet outfit coordination.
Their line. And their line. So that is a fantastic way to end things. And you said you had a lot of fun,
I did have a lot of fun. It was great to be here.
as I did as well. And a great way to finish things off here for the Living Skies Synchro Skate Invitational. For Amy Waldall, I'm Dan Plaster. Thank you for watching, everybody.
If you have program ideas you'd like to see on Max TV Local, let us know at sastel.com/local.